here.
Hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? I know I did absolutely nothing today to tell y'all that this was coming because I didn't really figure out what I was going to do until about 5 minutes ago. So, yeah. I'm going to attempt something like a Philly cheesesteak, but with pasta. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes, because hell, even I'm wondering at this point. So let's get started, I guess. Get the rest of my Parmesan out. Need to doge the rest of the meat there.
Stop giving him so much meat.
That's all there is.
He tosses it, you're pleased.
Okay, low on cheese stuffs, but that's fine because I'm gonna make a bechamel sauce out of the rest of the Parmesan and a little bit of goat cheese, thickened with some pepper jack to add a little bit of heat to it. The main seasoning is, of course, going to be like, salt, pepper, and Worcestershire sauce. Garlic, bell pepper, onion, and of course the meat. So, let's just see what the hell happens at this point, because, hell, even I'm curious at this point. I thought I had other stuff, but I do not. So, that out of the way. And we'll need a colander. Okay, let's just get this started. We're going to cut up our onion and our bell pepper. Again, similar sizes. It can be, as thick as you want it. As long as you want it. I'm doing real chunky this time, just because I like to really see the peppers and onions when I have Philly cheesesteaks. So do some relatively thick slices down the lines of the onion, then cut it about twice, turn it over, cut it again on these sides. Chop, chop. Okay, onions are cut. Again, I did them chunky. You can do them bigger, smaller, whatever you're really in the mood for. Let's get our bell pepper, cut off a side, and just go down the lines. So you're left with just this bit that you can't even use. So, fuck it, throw it away. Some membrane and seeds trying to get into my dish, which I don't want because seeds are very, very bitter. What are you sniffing for? The dog is a steady sniffing over there. I'm using a different knife than normal. If you notice, it's like a blunt top knife, so it doesn't really have that rocking cutting thing. Who is this? Ooh, hello, ladies. Sharpen this thing soon. As always, forever peppers, forever onions. Love my fresh veg. Yeah, nothing wrong with the frozen veg. If I had it, I'd be using it. But I don't have it because somebody went to the store and bought all the shit, so I can't get anything. But no worries. I got no problem cutting up pepper or onion or zucchini or celery or anything. I am totally good. So I got nothing against doing this. Hey, that's heating up. That's not, here it is. There's my open salt, which is about empty. Some salt in there. Okay, pepper. Let's get a utensil here so we can agitate this, get it all moving around. It's all cooking. I'll say you're a half clove. So 2.5 cloves of garlic. Same as always, lay it flat, pop, pop. Real simple shit. It's not hard. But yeah, I saw this recipe the other day for these sloppy joes, like a Philly cheesesteak sloppy joe I saw just in passing, and I was like, huh, that actually looks interesting. I just need some provolone. I don't have any provolone. Or like, you know, cheese sauce. I don't have any cheese sauce. But I do possess the knowledge to make a motherfucking cheese sauce. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a bechamel sauce. I think they use like a can of cream of mushroom or something, which I know what she's using, but again, my husband has developed an intolerance to mushrooms because I fed them to him too many damn times. Or not enough. One of the two. So, can't do much of it, and it sucks. But I can make a bechamel all goddamn day. These are the way to get the sticky garlic off of me. There we go. Go ahead. The hamburger meat in there. Place it up by hand a little bit just to help it smear around. I'm done with this cutting board. So give this garlic a quick chop. I'm done with this cutting board and this knife at this point, so not so much worried about any kind of cross-contamination because I'm done. If I feel more shit to chop or cut or dice or miss or whatever, I'd be concerned, but I'm not. I don't, so I'm not. Give our hands a better wash this time so we touch that raw meat. Okay. Get your stabby implement of cooking and get in here and stab this meat. I've seen these little things that I think Hamburger Helper put out with little, it's like an X at the bottom here, like two of these, one up and down, one sideways. It's like it helps break up the meat when you cook, and I'm like, it does, but this does the same fucking thing. And it doesn't cost an extra $6 for something that'll only do one damn thing. Do all kinds of shit with this. Yes, we re-signed our lease in March. We will not be signing again because the apartment complex does not give a fuck about the fact that I have neighbors, or we have neighbors above us, that crank their fucking bass and play it whenever the fuck they feel like it, and I can hear that shit through my fucking walls. There's even something in my lease that says they can't do that, but the only thing my apartment complex has told me was, oh, well, they have a surround sound system. Nobody can do about it. I was like, oh, really? Okay, sure. Well, fuck off, we're leaving. Because, like, I'm not fucking dealing with it. I'm absolutely fucking not. Like, it started at like 8 o'clock last night, stopped around 1. Then it started today around like 2 o'clock or so, and has been fucking going ever since. They don't give a flying fuck. They're absolute fucking garbage. We can't even have a fucking door open because one of our neighbors uses their little storage area outside to smoke weed. So yeah, almost a fucking grand a month, and we can't fucking have any silence. We can't sit on our patio. Like, no, I'm done. So, my dishwasher's running. So yeah, I'm just not fucking dealing with it anymore. No, absolutely, I absolutely will not. I don't think I actually have a clean shoe grater at this point. Huh, yeah, I do. Go real old school with this shit. Yeah, pepper jack for a little bit of heat. Nothing wrong with that. Get this meat going, the big old chunks of veggies in it. Yeah. Let this cook. So all of the, you want to get all of the pink out of the meat, of course. Then you want to focus on trying to get some of the liquid out. Which the best way to do that is honestly, something like this, just crank that shit on high and let it go. Make sure you keep moving it around. If you're not using a non-stick pan, I am not, because this is the pan I prefer to do sauces and like bechamel and stuff in. So I'm not using a non-stick pan. I'm using this one. Whoa, smoky. Gross. There we go. That's done. Hey, done, Terrell. And that is the goal. We want to get a house. We just haven't decided which house we want to get. I have several friends in real estate who are more than happy to help us. They told us just let us know. And I said sure. But this will probably be the last year we're in an apartment. So, because yeah, let's see. This complex is like the potheads and the fucking base bumpers. The last complex was black mold because they didn't give a shit. Trying to think. Yeah. Haven't really had luck at any complex. So, good times, good times. I debated on if I wanted to be that petty little bitch and start posting on Facebook and like tagging the complex in it every single time it happens, or like, you know, tag on their Facebook and like write a review on apartments.com and, you know, rent.com and all that fun shit, just to let people fucking know, because I do live here and if anybody's entitled to fucking post about the place, it's fucking me. Because we love this place, we do. Like, I love the layout, I love the setup. I like the way that wall switch is working, but, you know, we have plenty of room here. Like, I want this place to be like a home, but I'm not fucking dealing with that. I absolutely will not. So. Yeah. Keep it going. You know, we called the police. If they do come out, it doesn't fucking matter because they haven't fucking stopped yet. I've tried going upstairs to like talk to them about it. The second I get on the stairs, they turn the fucking music off. Oh yeah, they don't give a shit. So, done. It's fucking done. Get your bowl. Just out of the way. Down my disposal. Onion skins and stuff. Bowl in here. I'll go ahead and drain this all off. We're going to turn that off now. Drain this all off. So you scrape the bottom real good. Get all the bits and pieces out. Because we're going to make the roux and bechamel in the same pots. So if you got a little bit of fond sticking to the bottom, it's totally fine because you're about to get pulled up in just a fucking minute. Set that off of the heat. Add some butter. Tablespoon and a half. Because that's an actual legit measurement because you need to do legit measurements when it comes to your butter for things like flour and for your butter and your flour for your roux. Because it's 1 part butter, 1 part flour. So, give this just a minute. We'll make sure it gets nice and melted before I put the flour in there. Yeah, the butter's trying to pull up some of the stuff off the bottom already, and I'm not mad at it. Okay. Alright, that butter's good and melted. Flour in there. Ooh, hello. Poppy poppy. I think I'm going to switch to my whisk now, because that works way better in this. Set this here. And again, I'm not worried about scratching anything because it's nothing scratched. Get the milk. Splash of milk. When you're doing a sauce like this, you want to do it in shifts, in stages. Yeah, now it's pulling everything off the bottom. Like fucking everything is coming off the bottom of this now. You work fast, so you get fun and not burn shit. Carbon is not a fun flavor. More milk. Usually about 3 additions. Looks like a thick gravy right now. Pro tip, tilt your pan and work your whisk back and forth like this, and it breaks up any lumps that you may have formed. Or, be like an actual professional, heat up the fucking milk first. I can't do that. Because I know for an extra like fucking 30 seconds of just like doing this, I can break it up. And one less pan I get to wash. And there we go. Make sure you get the whisk. Really work it into the corners. Because shit will try to hide in the corners from you. Then, if you don't get the corners, it will come out when you serve. And it will be lumpy as shit. So, Okay. It's got like a heavy cream consistency right now, which is what I was going for. I'm going to let it come to a boil. Then I'm going to push it all the way down. To just basically simmer. I'm going to start adding my cheeses. The Parmesan and the goat cheese have a good bit of seasoning to them. They're both pretty like briny, salty. But oh, that's fucking water running shit. They're both like briny and runny. Pepper jack, it's got some salt to it too. So I'm gonna wait to season after I get everything back into the pot. This is what I know what the final product's gonna taste like. Because everything's gonna add its own element of salt, especially the Worcestershire sauce, which, love. Dribble, 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 dribble. About a tablespoon. Give that a mix. Okay. Alright, that's starting to bubble, so turn it down. Sit down in that bag so it gets thrown away. So. Grate the rest of my parm in here. Normally I use a smaller one for this, but smaller one's not clean. Can't use it if it's not clean. And I had a lazy slack ass day. I'm gonna do shit today. And Joshua barely fucking worked, so we ain't done a goddamn thing today. Goat cheese, it's got this like nice, super creamy, tangy flavor to it. Woo, get your ass in there. I'm just like dotting this all around. I'm going to of course mix the shit out of it in just a second, but I want to give it a chance to like fully melt down. Yum. Love goat cheese. If you've never had goat cheese, I highly recommend it. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's very similar to cream cheese, but it's thicker and the flavor is more intense. So, for those of you that haven't had it, I know there are some of you that haven't. If you're gonna try it, get the regular basic stuff. It's called. Most stores have it labeled as chèvre, C-H-E-V-R-E, I believe. Just straight with crackers, jam. Like jam and crackers is a fucking amazing meal. Just those two. You can just any kind of cracker you want to. So, yeah, goat cheese has a punch to it. Like a big bit of like briny flavor. So again, haven't added any salt to this yet. I might not need to, but I did put some in with the peppers and onions earlier. So just want a really thick, creamy, cheesy sauce right here. Fuck. Pasta. I forgot to put the pasta on. Damn it. That was my bad. Get the hell out of the way. Another pro tip. Use hot water to fill your pasta pot. Boils faster. Nope, wrong utensil. That's about half of the cheese in there. I want to give it a whisk. Mix it up. I want it to be able to incorporate. So, if you do it all at once, you risk lowering the temperature too quickly, and then you have like lumpy cheese in there, which It's not necessarily a bad thing, but not the texture I'm going for my sauce. So I'm gonna have to get some put cheese on the grocery list for Sunday. Okay. There we go. Good bit of cheese in here now. Mix, 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 mix. Now, we're going to taste it. See what the hell I've actually made. But I'm kind of making this up as I go along, honestly. Fuck it. That's pretty fucking legit. Needed a lot of seasoning. Of course, we're gonna fuck it up with some pepper. Go. Let's get our meat mixture out of our bowl. Let's get all this back in here. Can't really use a whisk anymore. Now you can really get your spoon. Get into all them corners, make sure nothing's like sticking to the sides. And another taste test. I'm gonna let this simmer for just a couple minutes. I mean, turn the heat up a little bit because it's like on the lowest setting possible. Like a 4 or 3.5, 4, somewhere around there. It's interesting. Not mad at it. Definitely tastes like a Philly cheese. So, definitely not mad at that part. You go in there. Yeah. Pretty legit. Okay. So, I'm going to boil some noodles to go with it. I keep egg noodles because they're really versatile. Water's coming to boil. Make the hole bigger. Scrape. Get in there, give it a good stir to break up. Let it boil for about a minute, then do it again. Because these happen again. Yeah, bring this up. Back up to a boil and let it reduce. We'll let it simmer for a few minutes. Just let the flavors like really get to know each other. But yeah, not mad at this at all. In 30 minutes. Cool. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I essentially just made hamburger helper. But yeah, not mad at it. If you do, you can always use the slurry trick if you're, what's it called? If you're like, sloppy cheesesteak mixture is a little bit too thin, you can always do the slurry method with the cornstarch and water to thicken it back up, like a tablespoon of each. Mix it up real good, then pour it in there and like bring it to a boil. It'll thicken it up nicely. But yeah. Onion, bell pepper, hamburger meat, Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of butter. So, and if you don't want to make the roux, you can always use the like a can of the cream of mushroom soup. Again, I can't use that because my husband can't eat it. But yeah, that's what the original recipe I saw called for, and I'm like, no. But I can find a way around. I can find a way around anything pretty much. So I'm gonna bring this and let the noodles cook until they're done, because otherwise it's just me kind of standing here staring at you for the next like 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But thank y'all very much. I'll of course post a picture in the comments below when this is done. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel too.